Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner. On the Yukon map, the job we're going to do today is of course ore setting, the second stage of ore sorting center. A little different lineup today. I'm going to show you 3 mods that I just got, and I'm going to try and incorporate them in today's ore sorting center pickups. I'm not going to go through every little thing on customize. I'm just going to kind of show you the options if you decide to get this, you want something like this. Well, I mean, look at the tire lineup alone. You can go through stuff like this yourself. That was on it. Maybe changing the cranes. And then frame add-ons. There is the Russian crane, the US crane, the KRS-58, and an LC-38. The LC-38 is a lot lighter than the KRS-58. And frankly, I think the LC-38 is more streamlined to use. The KRS-58 crane is more clunky. So I put the KRS-58 on it because I thought maybe someone would like seeing that crane in use on something other than the KRS-58 Bandit. And then to finish it out, we got a high saddle. And, you know, you got some mud flap options, some rooftop options, front side, you know, there's a visor, miscellaneous twin horns, underbody storage box, which has a few points in it. Not a whole lot. 200 repair points, 1 spare tire. Woohoo! Jumping for Joey. There are some options you can't use together, like the crane, and there's 3 spare tire options, but the crane kicks off one of the spare tire options. Exhaust options. it looks like the KRS-58 kicked off my exhaust option. Whoops. When I was going back and forth between the KRS-58 and looks like the exhaust might have kicked off the snorkel. Yeah. You can't do the snorkel option. Well, you can do this tall front facing. But not that tall front facing. And it doesn't kick off the exhaust. Okay, that's weird. And then the color chart. And that, who cares? Let's leave the garage and see what we're going to do with this. And then when we need another truck, we'll go through. Gotta turn this on. We'll go through what the other trucks do. So what I'm going to do with this is buy a trailer and buy an 8-spot and go pick up something with it and deliver it. I understand that this is probably going to make the video longer, probably make it run into 2 episodes, whatever. But 8 minutes in, we gotta go pick up 8 either fuel or brick. Let's see, warehouse is this way. You see, I got a Kraz there with a trailer with an empty 8-spot behind it. Whichever 8 of something that I don't pick up with this, I'll pick up with the Kraz. That's the previous video. I said I was gonna use the one by the church, the cabin delivery zone, and I did not. I didn't want to go so far to the right that I had a pole in front of me. There we go. I actually had a low saddle on it at first because I know I had a low saddle trailer out here. And then I thought, what the hell am I going to do with a 5-spot? Everything's like 2, 6, or 8. I have never driven this truck. I was using the mod browser to see what kind of new mods might have been introduced, and you can set it to essentially the newest mods first or the oldest mods first, and it's which way you click the up arrow or the down arrow on the date. Never much really used the mod browser for looking at mods. I always went to the website. So accidentally got it on the oldest mods first. And that's where I came across these three vehicles. I did switch it around to the newest mods first, and although there is a lot of new mods out, there's this one called the Max Pack that gives you tons of stuff. UK Gamer has been going through the Max Pack mods for the last several weeks, talking about each one in turn. Personally, I don't care for the Max mods. I had the Max P12 and I thought it was a piece of garbage. And, you know, I'm not really going to say anything more about it. Hey, we got bricks, so let's load bricks. Won't let me put any more on, so they must be all there. Now, this thing barely had the power or perhaps the traction to crawl through the mud getting out here with an empty trailer. Let's see what it does with a loaded one. Oh my god. We might be running low plus all the way there or something. I don't know. Let's find out though. No, don't go. Don't instantly go turning on me. Want you straight. Now I haven't touched these mods other than the customization you can do in the garage. So power, steering, gearing, traction, everything that I would kind of fine tune is bone stock the way the mod comes. See, it's in automatic right now and it's barely crawling in first gear. At this rate, I could spend the entire episode getting one load of bricks down there. I'm leaving it in automatic to see what it does. I was hoping it would move along a little faster, because the mod description said they gave it a lot more power besides suspension and wheel options. And it's got the biggest engine in it. God, I feel like I need to try and do something to make it pick up speed. This is high, but now it's just going to sit here and spin in the mud. Let's try low so it doesn't spin in the mud so much. Let's try low plus. Back to automatic. I could try and get maybe one side out of the mud. Whoops. I didn't see the M134 blends in so well, I didn't even see it sitting there. That's okay. The M134 is tough. It can take a little rub. It can take a little rubbing and keep on a ticking. Take a little licking and keep on a ticking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Wow. This is crazy. I feel like switching to the Kraz that's at the garage. Whoops, I was trying to go wide on the mud and I know I had a few minutes into running through the customization, but we're 20 minutes in just to get back to the bridge. And now when I get somewhere with some decent traction, it starts swapping sides on me. No, whoa. See what I mean? Oh. It's either crawling or it's undrivable. It's either crawling through the mud or you can't steer the dang thing. That's crazy. I should have been able to hold it full throttle through that on that asphalt area. But every time it got to third or fourth gear, it swerves one way or the other across the road and you have to throw the brakes on. Let me try high gear on this part here. Nope. Come on, I know the engine stalled. Start up and go again. Oh. My controller shut off at the same time that the engine stalled. Must be batteries. Wow, this is gonna be half the episode to get 8 brick down there. And you know how fast the Kraz can do it. You know what would happen with the Kraz. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this wouldn't do it. And I really like the Royal. I've always liked the Royal ever since I found it in Alaska. I've always enjoyed the Royal. It's just, yeah, don't do that. It's just that as the maps got more difficult, I only had the vanilla version of the Royal. Although, where it came with all-wheel drive, but not a diff lock. Well, you know me. When I did my keyboard music, well, it suddenly had a diff lock. So I had a vanilla Royal, completely vanilla Royal, with the exception that I did a little fine tuning on the steering and gave it a diff lock. Other than that, it was completely vanilla. There were more things I could have done to it back then, but I was just learning how to do things back then, and I didn't understand the other things that I could have done. Let's try low plus with diff lock. Speaking of diff lock, the diff lock in this is not always like it was in my truck. It is engageable. So you have to put it in. You have to lock it in low range. Let's see what low plus, either with or with. Oh, you son of a peanut. Alright, well, that's sort of my fault because I was trying. When it told me that it wanted me to take out the diff lock, I was trying to do it on the move instead of stopping. I should have come to a complete stop, did what I needed to do, and then went on. This does have this does appear to have an autonomous crane. Look, there's a Kraz with the M747. That's where I pulled it up to get it out of the way. Look, it's right there. You'll never pull this back up onto the bridge. Only option is to pull it out of the river and then pick the shit up. It's not going to go that anymore that way. Let's try flipping it onto this flat rock here. Nope. Not going to do that either. Just dragged it into the bridge. I know if I released the trailer, it would come right up out of there. I'm trying to avoid that option because then I gotta drag the trailer out separately. Apparently his autonomous, this is a JBE special or whatever winch. Apparently it is not very powerful. If it won't move the truck. I'm still looking at that Kraz over there. Thinking, man, the crane on that Kraz would pull this thing out in a second. Actually, all I'd have to do is pull the Kraz up to the nose of it, hook on and drag. Oh, come on, I detached the trailer. That's going to pull it into the bridge. This one should pull it away from the bridge structure and up over. Actually, let's try this one. Up over the rock. Now, I wouldn't be wasting gigabytes on this. Except this is kind of a mod review at the same time that I'm playing the game. And right now I'm seeing the winch completely fail me. I unhooked even. And the winch won't do shit. Oh, that's the bridge itself interfering with my camera positions. Let's try something different. Let's try dragging the nose that way. But this is coming up on 30 minutes. In fact, it's 30 minutes right now. And if I'm going to put this out as a mod review, I think I've displayed what the truck is capable of and what it isn't capable of. And right now it's not doing crap for me. Let me try one more thing. As far as a mod review, I'd like to just say, no, I can't. No, I can't attach the trailer. What I wanted to try was attaching the trailer. And then dragging it from the ass of the trailer. That's all I get out of it. And I mean, it shows me the pin and which way it has to go, but duh, it won't let me pull off of it. Let me pull off the dang pin. Nope. Alright, well that was the last card I had up my sleeve basically. Was to reattach the trailer and then pull off of the ass end of the trailer. All that's going to do is pull the shit the wrong way. If that could possibly pivot, no. That's the most movement I've seen out of it in a while. But I'm never going to get the two of them reattached. If I could get the camera view to hold right there, maybe I could go back to the trailer or back to the pole. I'm trying everything here. I'm not just giving up. Well, this is moving the truck and scooting the trailer along with it. Well, let's get it. Screw this nighttime shit. Now, let's try. I'm trying to grab trees that are not right in front of me because this is what they do. They fall down across your path. And then even if I got out of here, I couldn't drive over the frickin' trees anyways. So I know the tree's gonna fall over, but I'm trying. Oh man, that's a big bastard. It fell over clear up to here. And now the camera is taking over. It looks like I'm gonna get it out of the river after all this. Could I bring there the slightest chance I could bring the trailer up with me? Stop moving. No. Hey, right there I should be able to attach. Should. Ah, damn. That's how it rolled upwards when I released. I'm going to try this. And then try this. I got the trailer again. Wow. That's an accomplishment. Well, I've done two things. I've gotten the dang truck up onto the riverbank, sort of, and I've gotten the trailer back on it. Now we need to see if I can turn it. Get the rubber side down. I can't tell what it's doing. All it's doing is dragging the nose back over. Why am I hooked up to the nose? I thought I was on one of these back here. There we go. It's on its wheels. And as soon as I change the batteries on my controller, because it shut off again, see if, first of all, we'll see if these are good batteries or not, because I just found them. I found one laying out in the shed and on the floor where I used to keep the batteries. The new batteries are in the house. And I found the other right there. And I found the other laying on my tabletop by just laying up against my Xbox 360. Okay. It blinked once and it's not even powering up. So those can both go in the trash as well. I'm going to mute the sound and take my headphones off for a second. Okay, I turned down the heat because I was starting to cook, sitting over here by the computer. Opened the window behind me for a little fresh air. Opened up the new pack of batteries that just showed up from Amazon a couple of days ago, and I hadn't dug into them yet. So that took some unpackaging, and now we have a controller. And it is still paired. What do you know? I'll see if we can get... So let's see if we can drive... That's right, I had it in. That was another factor in it going over the side. Having it in low range didn't give me any reverse. I was hoping to no, not that way. I'm fighting the camera view and loss of traction and everything else. I don't think other. Try going off the back of the trailer. Oh, now the mouse button above. That was all it got me. Didn't get me far enough past the tree. See where all my shit is laying. Drag it off of that pallet that's underneath me. They're only moving a couple of feet. That tree is really pissing me. If this were real life, I'd be out there with a chainsaw getting rid of it. Or I'd be using my crane to get rid of it. Fingers, fingers, fingers. Raise. Rotate. Let's lower a little bit. I know I can't attach to the tree, but maybe I can shove it. Nope. The boom goes right through it. Well, I think this is the one, the closest one that I'm closest one to me, and the only one that I might be able to reach. See, the others are still too far away. Don't tell me it's going to be wedged too tightly under me to... Oh man. So I can't imagine that an LC38, is that what it's called? Wouldn't be able to drag that out of there. I mean, even if it had to lift the dang trailer to do it. I'm doing 3 functions at once to try to pull that out of there. Here it comes. Oof. And that's the maximum of my extension. So I'm just going to try and square it up with the trailer a little bit. I don't think I can get on anything else. Maybe I can back up a little now though. Exit this. Pack cargo, restore crane. Restore crane. Okay. Maybe when I exited it automatically restored. And try to back up some. I think I could probably, I'm parking on top of 2 of them. Oh, and there's a third underneath my drive tires. It's the only way I can load them. I can't reach any further than that. And on this crane, when you pull it in with the winch rope, it stops about 4 feet short of being all the way up. That's where it stops. On a regular Russian or US mini crane, it'll take it right up to the end of the boom. Now I'm sitting on one. No, that's not going to let me do that. Maybe I can drive off of it. Okay. That much further along. Oh, it was so tempting to just use the crass sitting over there. So tempting. Just pull up along, just pull it up on the bridge and use the crane to lift all this shit out of the river. Or drag the truck out of the river, get the truck on the bridge, and then reach out. But this crane would never reach out that far, so I would still end up having to repack the trailer with the crass. So let's try closing functions. And backing away from the pole. I don't care about the crane still being out. Try backing up closer to the other bricks in the water. How many are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 more in the water. I think I can see them all there, but I'm not sure that I can reach them all. And I can't back up more. Let's try the thing off the telephone pole one more time. Come on. The winch is just too weak. Let's try, yeah, a little horsepower plus some winch. Alright, now I'm in a spot that I can get the other 4, all 4 of them on the trailer. And I'm just at an hour. So I think I'll cut the recording there. You've seen what I've done to this point. You know what I need to do in order to load these last 4. I think I'll just go ahead and load them. Haven't used the controller so long that it kicked off. Haven't been using the anchors on the crane. Hit the, whoops, lock in the camera. Lock in the camera. Okay, hit the keyboard, hit the space bar, and it lights up the sockets on the shit in the river. And then you can use your mouse to hook to anyone that you want. And you can raise, or you can use the winch them, or you can winch them in. Try to winch them up as high as I can, and then go back as far as I can. And take it off, hit the space bar to detach it, and then exit the crane functions, unpack, pack, then go back into crane functions. Now we got 5 of them on. So I'm going to get the rest of them on the trailer, and then I'll see you after the break. Thanks for watching.